So welcome to the April meeting of the Jaffna Club. We are very fortunate for this meeting to have the Governor of the Northern Province, the Honourable N.Vethanayaham. So we shall hear more about it. I don't think I need to introduce the Governor. There are contact details here, the Governor's official email address, and Mr. Shavananda, who is one of his two coordinating secretaries, and Mr. Shavananda's mobile phone is available on the Northern Province website, so I thought I could put it up here as well. So as usual, for the people who have not been to one of our meetings before and for the people who are watching the recordings, I go through the objectives. The club will facilitate, foster and support social intercourse and fellowship among its members. It will build a network of members and non-members that can work together to promote the economic development of the Northern Province. What is the club for? The club is a catalyst. And what I mean by a catalyst, for those of you who did chemistry O-level, is that the club isn't trying to become a big organization. It's not trying to become a company. The club does not invest. The club does not raise money. The club helps people like us connect with each other. And it helps people like us connect with Northern entrepreneurs and business opportunities. So while the club does not raise money, it makes connections that can be continued outside the club. And this has happened several times. Several times business partners have got together, mentors have got together. So we've had an unbroken series of monthly lectures since September 2020. And I just slowly moved through this so people can see the people. You know, if we look at the speakers, this is a who's who of people who have supported the Northern economy over the years. From lawyers to managing directors, CEOs, mentors. We've had many, in fact, diaspora investors, educationalists. If someone is doing a book one day, they can start off here just to get the contacts. So now I will hand over to Mr. Vethanayaham. Mr. Vethanayaham, do you want to share a PowerPoint or anything, or are you happy?
Yes, I want to present PowerPoint presentation.
Okay, so you can now take control of the screen. If you start the slideshow.
Yes. Good evening, members of the Jekhan Club. It is an honor to address this distinguished group. We stand at pivotal moment for the Northern Province following the success of the Northern Investment Summit, NIS 26, held this January. We are not just talking about potential anymore. We are executing a roadmap. Today, I want to share the concrete steps we are taking to turn the summit's sparks into a sustained fire of economic growth, specifically focusing on how our local SMEs and the diaspora can drive this transformation. For those who couldn't attend NAS 26 was more than a conference. It was a declaration that the North is open for business. We had a massive turnout, including key ministers like Sunil Hendunethi and Prof. Kristananda Avesena and other senior delegation graced the occasion. Our call is inclusive growth. We are moving away from dependency and towards a model of high value exports and digital innovation. We have identified 4 sectors where we have a competitive advantage. For example, our 70% renewable energy target by 2030 is anchored in the wind and solar potential of Mannaran, Jaffna and Kilinochi. And not only we are not treating the North as a monolith. Each district has a specific economic identity. Jaffna and Kilinochi, while Jaffna focus on IT and medical tourism, leverage the teaching hospital upgrade. Kilinochi is utilizing the agriculture faculty to modernize farming with biodiversity-based solutions. Mannar's bee farms are already a national asset. Mullaitivu is our focus for sustainable blue growth, fisheries and other related. Vavuniya serves as the vital bridge connecting our regional economy to the southern markets. Further details available at respective district secretariats. They have presented in the Northern Investment Summit on the World 5 years. Have presented their resources and provide. So, if you want, we can send their presentation to all. You are in this digital gateway OSSI platform. In the launch date scheduled for May 26 and makes investment more participatory and accessible, provides a transparent digital interface for regulatory procedures and project tracking, directly connects local enterprises with global investors. You are encouraged to submit the concept notes, detailed project proposal to the district secretariat planning units or to the chief secretary, Northern Province or DCS planning office. The central government and provincial government team are ready to support for the development activities in the northern region. Digital gateway and these are the OSSI very much important. This one and transparency has historically been a hurdle. In May, we launched the OSSI platform. If a member of the diaspora in London or Toronto wants to invest in the Palmyra processing plant, they should not have to fly to Colombo or Jaffna for a basic permits. This portal allows for project tracking in real time. It is about making investment participatory. Local entrepreneurs can list their projects and global investors can find them directly. We are trying to introduce this OSS as early as possible in May. Most of our SMEs produce excellent raw materials, but those profit margins at the value addition stage, we don't have any value addition regarding the agricultural products. So in fishery sector also, that's a very much needed for our northern province. The Jaffna Export Cup will provide easy export access to SMEs, and we are now trying to make arrangements to increase the development activities through by exporting directly from Jaffna. That's making arrangement with the customs. I think it will start. We expect it will start in May. University of Vavuniya Quality Accreditation Lab, centralizing these resources a small scale ginger farmer or a seafood processor can meet the quality standards required for the EU or Middle Eastern markets. We are building the infrastructure so our SMEs can think globally in future. The next.
Orchardanaha Road.
Integrated Rate and Industry Authority, they are bringing IDB and NEDA and EDB under one roof to streamline industrial development. And the other one, the pillar platform, a comprehensive government framework for export development focused on policy, infrastructure, and standards. Capacity development partnership with the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing for staff upskilling to manage with focus rate environment. We are cutting red tape. The Integrated Rate and Industry Authority ITIA brings the Industrial Development Board and Export Development Board under one roof in the north. To manage this, we have partnered with Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing to ensure our provincial staff are not just bureaucrats but trade facilitators who understand the digital economy. Next.
Governor, may I ask, now the PowerPoint presentation isn't moving on my screen. Is it moving on other people's screens? On my screen, it's still the first page.
Is it not moving?
No, it's
It's
not.
not. It's not moving for us either.
So can you stop share and restart the share? I think you may have started share on the wrong screen.
Check it out. Is it okay now?
So if you restart the share now. So whoever is controlling the PowerPoint, they need to restart the share. Now you need to go to slideshow, start slideshow.
Is it clear now? Is it clear?
Yeah, it is clear, but we shall have to see whether it moves down. So sir, if you carry on then.
Start.
This is the first page. Is it clear now? This is the first page.
It's now on page 9 on the screen.
This
Presentation.
presentation contents.
What I'm seeing is page 9. Financial stimulus, loans and grants. Okay, now we have presentation contents. Yes.
Right.
Okay, good. It's working now.
Picture. Is it okay now that this one?
Yes, it is. It is. Now we have the Digital Gateway OSCE platform. It looks as though it's fine.
Is a export cup Jaffna and SME empowerment. These are most of our SMEs produce excellent raw materials, but lost profit margin is the value addition stage. Jaffna Export Cup will provide easy export access to SMEs, and we have a very strengthened because the Northern Chamber of Exporters also formed. Then there are so many, I think more than 46 investors in the Northern Chamber of Exporters group. Junior Street Bhavaniya, the quality accreditation lab, centralizing these resources at small scale ginger farmer or a seafood processor can meet the quality standards required for the EU or Middle Eastern markets. We are building the infrastructure so our SMEs can think globally in future. And the other one, the next. Institutional transformation. Mainly, there are so many red tapeism in the government sectors. Some departments are not positive like that. So we are cutting the red tapeism. The Integrated Trade and Industry Authority brings the Industrial Development Board and Export Development Board under one roof in the northern region. To manage this, we have partnered with the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing to ensure our provincial staff are not just bureaucrats but trade facilitators who understand the digital economy. Financial stimulus, loans and grants, but the SME sectors, they are facing great difficulties for the loan facilities, and because they are unable to get in the very less interest rate. That's why now the government is taking actions to provide bank loans the very low interest rate. I think that 90 billion allocated 5% interest rate targeted at SMEs. The biggest cry from ground is high interest rates. Government had allocated 90 million at high interest rate, and agriculture support also very important things now is specifically designed for farmers transitioning to sustainable high yield methods. Check the Agri-Ministry Government LK portal for eligibility and details, because nowadays the farmers are getting harvesting, but very not much high level. So that now we are introducing new method to increase the production. Even though increase the production, sometimes they are unable to market in a very reasonable prices. That is also a very serious thing. So far we don't have any value addition process. So the storage facilities also called storage facilities also we don't have at the moment. So sometimes if our farmers produce more products, very difficult to sell their products at a reasonable price. So the processing, so value addition are very much important to get the prices, put the reasonable prices for our farmers. The government has announced that three industrial zones. One is KGS, Parandaran, Mangulam. These areas are the KGS is very strategic advantage, access to sea, air and rail, particularly for the KGS zone. The government also allocated through the budget allocation for the Northern Province, the last year also 2025, 10 billion Sri Lankan rupees allocated, but we have maximum utilized funds. And this time also the government allocated 12 billion, and at the same time there are so many funds allocated through various projects. Example, the World Bank and other ADB fund projects are there, and all the irrigable tanks and other infrastructure facilities are being renovated under these projects. I have emphasized that our decentralized budget 10 billion are fully utilized, and no one should go back to the treasury because of land utilization. Earlier, there are so many institutions and others also blame the Northern Provincial Council. They didn't spend the allocated money in time, and they have not utilized fully. So now these are corrected, but anyway, but our needs are very more in all the five districts under the Northern Province. All the 5 districts, there are so many needs are there. Only rural infrastructure facilities are very much needed. So I think that we expect that in another 2-3 years time we can complete all the infrastructure facilities, and government is allocating more funds every year. So and all the ministries also very keen to develop their development activities through their line ministries. That's also going on, and we have good relationship with the central and the provincial level. So that's going on and very smoothly. And next. Actually, we are seeking expert mentorship and technology transfer from the global diaspora. This is our first main important links from your side. An invitation to use the OSSI platform. That's may launch is planned to transparent and direct regional investment, and this we will be launched next month. And integrating the Northern Province as a future ready growth region for Sri Lanka. We face challenges. Land survey completed and approval processing pipeline for Parandan and KKs requires modern remediation skills. We have a text survey youth population, but we need to bridge the gap between knowing IT and using IT for industry. Innovation, I am excited to share that we are in talks to establish a center of excellence with other countries. This will focus on climate resilient agriculture, ensuring the North stays green even as it grows industrial. Challenges and future pipelines. Land area survey completed and land clearances in progress at the economic development zone, the 3 sites. There is some delay under the BOA. Bridging the technical skill gap for youth and in the region, ensuring SME readiness for digital web focused operations, establishing centers for excellence, partnership with foreign universities for biodiversity and climate change. We don't just want your money, we want your mindset. The Jaffna Club has members with global experience. We need you to mentor our youth and facilitate technology transfer. Use the OSSI platform when it launches in May. Look at the district proposals and find a project that resonates with your expertise. Let's make the North a future ready region together. In this NIS 26 was the spark, but the machinery, the ITIA, the OSSI platform, and the SME cups are now start running. I am now open to your questions and more importantly, your suggestions on how we can network and work together. Thank you for the opportunity and the relentless support from Mr. Jekhan, Aruliah and his teammates. Thank you very much. and you are also very keen to develop in the northern region. We expect your continuous support and assistance. Thank you very much.
Sathi's raised his hand, but I just want to quickly say something. That I can see that the governor has worked very hard to try and make the processes easier for investors to come. And I've been in Jaffna for more than 10 years now, and I've seen different governments come and go. And in my opinion, for the first time, we have a government that is not against us. Maybe it's not doing enough for us, but it's not against us. And where I see the failure currently is in us. And that is in us, the diaspora, and us, the investors. Because while the governor and the government are creating the routes for investment, we're not bringing people to go down those routes. So one of my purposes in asking the governor to speak at this Jaffna Club was to allow a dialogue between us, each other, because here we are represented all the way from the United States to Australia. And also, I think less what we want from the governor and more what the governor wants from us. But Sathi, please.
Good evening, Governor. My name is Satyan. Hello.
Good
Can you
evening.
hear
Yes.
me?
Yes. Good evening.
My name is Satyan. I think one of the founder member of the Jaffna Club.
Yes.
And see, my question is, I was present at the NIS in January, and I was very impressed. And we made a proposal to one of your departments, and I prefer not to discuss my specific project on a public forum like this. But it's 2 months. We do not have any communication back from your officers, or even to say from your office. How can we get communication? That's what it is. And if you can give me a few minutes, I can call you, or even I can come and see you in Jaffna. But this is, as investors, we need communications back. But that's not happening. NIS was a very good start, but we need follow-up, sir. I'm an investor. I have invested a lot. In the Northern Province, we find, I'm not sure whether it's a lack of the language, but the first correspondence was made in Tamil, but we communicated as a commercial entity in Sri Lanka. We communicate in English. We communicated in English, but we submitted the presentation in English. They requested certain information, but it's blank now. It's from 28th of February, we haven't had any feedback. How can we get this correct? That is one of my issues. Generally, if we need to have improved investments, we need communication. So somebody should respond to us. And if they give us a date, that date, they must either say, sorry, we are not ready yet. We will come back to you on this date. Have I made myself clear, sir?
Yes, actually, some issues are there because the management club is continuously communicating with us, and we are making arrangements to start the one-stop shop investment portal as early as possible. That's why we have decided to open the OSS in the next month. And at the same time, we are arranging group or team that you can contact directly with them. That's the information will be given to you all, because some delays there, because we have to arrange several issues are there, and we have to sort out all the issues, and we have to bring all the relevant departments under the one roof. Not only in these there are three main departments. There are so many departments are directly involved in this process. So nearly more than 40 departments. So we are making arrangements and we have to take actions to response as early as possible. And in the future, it will be corrected and it will be served the special attentions to be made to the special team. And also that we have requested the government agents also, the 5 government agents also, we have requested to get the proposals and take actions as early as possible to eliminate the issues and any problems. So that's also going on. But actually, there are some delays. I am very frankly says. But anyway, that will be actions taken after the starting the OSS one day, one stop shop investment portal. After that, it will be arranged smoothly.
So next,
Do you
sorry,
want us to
Satyan.
wait? Sorry, do you want us to wait till the one stop or to get a reply for our email, or can I contact your office on Monday and discuss this matter, sir?
No, you can contact an email as well. That's no problem. Milo, if you want to come to Jaffna, so we can meet, no problem. We are working.
No, what I'm saying is
Satyana,
just to get a.
Satyana,
Yeah.
I will answer to this. It's easier, right? Because I goes to governor's office every other day. I seen how many people waiting on outside, and governor's office is working probably every day till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. I seen them in my eyes. So I think they are giving a priority to people who is standing outside the door to clear a lot of the outstanding issues being there for a long time. So things are moving fast, right? I will talk to you, and if you need something get done, I will go to governor's office and address the issue for you. Or when you come to Jaffna, we will go to him and sort it out. This is the temporary thing. Things are start moving in the right direction. But when it comes to the investors are looking for a perfect system. Jaffna has been neglected for so many years. Now things are start moving. We have to give them some time.
No, that's wonderful, Sugandhan. So Sati, if you can speak with Sugandhan, you two guys know each other well. Can I move on, Vince? And then after Vince, Siva. So Vince, you go ahead. You're muted, Vince.
Anybody can contact us directly or and even by the email or even phone calls. We have put the coordinating secretaries and relevant officers are there. We are quickly responding that. We have as Swandan said that we have very serious issues. There are so many issues related to the people day-to-day activities are there because the land matters in the other districts. The 4 districts and people are facing great difficulties for the land, getting deeds and the permits and other things. That's also, there are so many issues are there. But anyway, we are giving top priority and we are taking action to solve the issues without any delay. We are giving top priority for them to resolve their issues. And this also very much, we also always telling that we need investment. That's why that we are welcome for the investors to come and invest here, and we will give plus support and cooperation. And even in the all the ministries, the central level also be supporting to us. Any matters arising that we can immediately sort out things, and some delays in the land matters, only some delays, but anyway that's going on smoothly. But in the government also has already announced that they will form a one-stop shop model as early as possible. So I think if it is also formed as early, then it will be easy to eliminate all the bottlenecks.
Okay, thank you, Governor.
Thank
Vince,
you.
you go ahead and then Siva. So Vince,
Hi, Governor. Thank you for your time for presenting all the case. This is Vincent Sinodra from Canada. I met you in your office on May 30th last year at 8 p.m. As Sugandhan said, yes, you are working hard. You are trying to accommodate everybody. But since I met you, I gave you a proposal on the same day for a US $250,000, 10 acres integrated farm. And it's almost a year now, 11 months gone. I never heard back from your office. So there is definitely a communication problem, as Sati said. We are not getting anywhere. 1 year has passed. I haven't received a single call or email or anything like that from your office. So, I mean, like, investors are there to invest. We are prepared to come and, develop our northern province. But if you guys don't have a proper system in place, I don't think this is going to go any further. So definitely the systems have to be changed. This is only a constructive criticism I'm giving it to you. I'm being very open to you. Unless you resolve this communication problem and accommodate us, it's going to be tough. Thank you.
thank you, Vince. I think that someone like Ananthan Arnold, who runs a big professional services company in the UK, could probably advise on how maybe the governor's office can allocate an account manager, one to Satyendra, one to Vince, one to the serious investors, so that they don't need to be coming to the governor all the time. I mean, Anandan, I can see you there. And after you've spoken briefly, then Siva.
I don't want to step on the office bearers' toes. I'm sure they have their protocol and reasons to operate in a certain way. As a private entrepreneurship and enabling, we are able to streamline and operate fast. I don't know, maybe there are some timing delay issues. If there are anything that we can do, because we have a lot of people in Jaffna at the moment, almost 150 people working there, we could help to facilitate, go and stand on the line or attend to any red tape faster. Vince, you're my buddy. I'll get in touch with you. I'll try and see what we can do to help to fast track your application. Sir Governor, we are there to help you. If you request, we are definitely there to help expedite or help to streamline processes. Anything that you need, we are there to help. Please tap on us. Suganthan knows our firm as well. We are there. We are very much vested and invested in the Northern Province, particularly in Jaffna. We are ready to help also in Vavaniya.
I highly recommend that the governor's office speak to someone like Anandan. As Anandan says, I've known him for years. He has big office in Jaffna, big office in Vethanayaham, serving clients in Europe. And European clients are very fussy. They expect very high standards. So, Governor, if you could allocate someone just to go and meet Ananthan Arnold. Okay, Siva, if you go next.
Right. Thank you, Jekhan. Thank you, Governor, for taking the time off on a Sunday evening to give us this presentation. I'm at a very local level, and I'm very old school. I was here till 1985, and then I left because of the troubles. But in those days, we did farming. Though I studied overseas, we did farming. We could go to the AGA office in Telipalai and get a lot of the things done. We are now trying to convert our house in Vartalabalang Kattuvan into a vocational tech center, and I'm struggling to meet the government official to somehow draw students for this vocational tech center. They tell me to go to the Vidana. I know the Vidana. I know he's the grammar Sevaka person now. They tell me to go to him. Unfortunately, our village has got split into two. So the region that I was used to, I'm now south of that region, south of the road. So we are now in the Kattavin Kurumba city, GS division. Nobody knows from my village, nobody knows anybody there. What is the best person for a diaspora like me from Boston, USA, who's willing to do something in the village? And I'm glad that you identified the skill set development as an important challenge. I'm trying to support that challenge. But what's the best way to meet a government official to help us move this along? Thank you.
If you please via communicators through the email to us what are the proposals and other needs from the other relevant departments, we can arrange the relevant officials and we contact and we make the arrangements to sort out the issues. That's we can do that. We can do, no problem.
Okay, no, thank you. I will. So, Jekhan, please, if you can share the email, the first slide, if you can share that around after this meeting, that will help us. Thank you.
I'll share the recording so that will be available. One thing I would observe is that we have had three different investors who are struggling to make contact through the people that are working in the province. And I think the government has worked very hard making the whole processes better, but professionalizing the people is something. And that is something I know Ananthan Arnold is probably going to curse me afterwards, but somebody like Ananthan, if he spoke to you, maybe did a review, and this may be very unpopular, but I don't mind being unpopular. And that may be a key benefit for us. Now, Jnanaraj, he wants to ask a question in Tamil. He should go ahead. I think I'm probably the only person who won't understand it. So, Jnanaraj, would you like to speak? So, Jnanaraj, you're muted at the moment.
வணக்கம். நான் ஞான்ராஜ். நான் தமிழ்ல கதைக்கலாம் என்று நினைக்கிறேன். நான் ரெண்டு விஷயம் ரைஸ் அப் பண்ண விரும்புறேன். என்னன்னா, நான் யூகேல வந்து இருக்கிறேன். ஒரு 10-11 வருஷத்துக்கு முதல் வந்து ஒரு அனிமல் ஹஸ்பண்ட்ரி என்ற விஷயத்துல ஒரு என்கரேஜ் பண்றது, மெட்டாக்களை மோட்டிவேட் பண்றன்ற விஷயத்துல வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண விஷயம். அதுக்கு பிறகு ஒரு ஜெஃப்னா டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்ல இல்லாட்டி நார்தர்ன் ப்ரொவின்ஸ்ல வந்து ஒரு மீடியம் ஸ்கேல் ஹைடெக் அனிமல் ஹஸ்பண்ட்ரியோட டெவலப் பண்ணலாம்ன்ற ஒரு கான்ஃபிடென்ட் வந்தது. நிறைய ஒர்க் பண்ணி லோக்கல்ல இருக்கிற நிறைய பேரோட ஒர்க் பண்ணினா பிறகு அந்த கான்ஃபிடென்ட் வந்தது. பேசிக்கலி நானும் வந்து அந்த அனிமல் ஹஸ்பண்ட்ரிய வந்து ஓன் டெவலப்மெண்ட்டுக்காக வந்து செய்த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸின் அடிப்படையில, அதன் அடிப்படையில யூகேல இருக்கிற என்னுடைய கிளாஸ்மேட்ஸை வந்து ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணி ஓமந்தையில 27 ஏக்கர்ஸ் லேண்ட் ஒன்றை வந்து பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணினாங்க ஓனர். ஏனண்டா கவர்மெண்ட் இந்த ப்ரொபோசல்களுக்குள்ள நாங்கள் லேண்டை வந்து ரெக்யூர்மெண்ட் அதுக்கு வந்து டாக்குமெண்ட்டுகள் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணி போறதுல இருக்கக்கூடிய கால நீடிப்பு காரணமா நாங்கள் ஓன் லேண்ட் ஒன்றை வந்து ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸை ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணி 27 ஏக்கர்ஸ் லேண்டை வாங்கியிருந்தோம். நாங்கள் அந்த லேண்ட் சட்டப்படி வந்து வவுனியா டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் காணிக்கந்தோரில இருந்து அதுக்குரிய டாக்குமெண்ட் எல்லாத்தையும் கலெக்ட் பண்ணி லோயர் ஒருத்தர் ஊடாக வந்து அவ்வளவு விஷயங்களையும் தரோ பண்ணி நாங்கள் ஸ்டாம்ப் டியூட்டி வந்து கவர்மெண்ட்டுக்கு நார்தர்ன் ப்ரொவின்ஸ் லேண்ட் ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரிக்கு பே பண்ணி அந்த லேண்டை வந்து பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. அந்த லேண்டை பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணின பிறகு அந்த லேண்ட்ல வேலை செய்ய வழி கிடைக்க லோக்கல் ஜிஎஸ் வந்து ஃபாரஸ்ட் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டும் வைல்ட் லைஃப் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டும் இந்த காணி கவர்மெண்ட் என்று சொல்லி வேலை செய்ய வேண்டாம் என்று சொல்லி இருக்கண்டு ஜஸ்ட் வந்து ஒரு ஓரல் வார்னிங் மட்டும் தந்திருந்தவே எங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒபிஷியலா இந்த லெட்டரும் தெரியல. நாங்கள் வவுனியா டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் டிஎஸ்ஓட வந்து கனெக்ட் பண்ணிக்க அவர் டிஓ இந்த ஃபீல்ட் ஆபீசர்ஸை வந்து சொன்னது என்னன்னு பார்த்து இந்த லேண்டை வந்து இந்த திட்டத்துக்கு வந்து ரிலீஸ் பண்ணி கொடுக்க சொல்லி. அப்ப எங்கட கையில வந்து நாங்கள் பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ண லேண்ட் இருக்கு, கவர்மெண்ட் வந்து அக்செப்ட் பண்ணி வவுனியா டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் லேண்ட் மினிஸ்ட்ரிக்குள்ள வந்து எங்கள்கிட்ட நேம் வந்து அட் ஆகி இருக்கு. அந்த லேண்ட் ஓனர்ஷிப் பண்றது நாங்கள் கவர்மெண்ட்டுக்கு ஸ்டாம்ப் டியூட்டி பே பண்ணி இருக்கிறோம். அன்பார்ச்சுனேட்லி அந்த லேண்ட் வந்து சொர்ணபாலா முகாந்தரம் 1954 அந்த பீரியட்ல வந்து ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணப்பட்ட லேண்ட். அதுக்கு பிறகு வந்து கவர்மெண்ட் ரூல்ஸுக்குள்ள அந்த லேண்ட் வந்து என்ன ஸ்டேட்ல வந்து இருக்குதுன்றது பையர்ஸ் எங்களுக்கு வந்து தெரியாது அன்டில் வந்து ஒரு லேண்ட் ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரி செய்யும் வரைக்கும். அப்ப நான் இப்ப தேவநாயகம் ஐயா இருக்கிறதுக்கு முதல் இருக்கிற ஆளுநரோட வந்து இது தொடர்பாக வந்து ஆபீஸ்ல வந்து பேசி அதுக்கான லெட்டர்ஸும் வந்து சப்மிட் பண்ணி அவர் ஓவர் த போன்ல வந்து டிஎஸ்க்கு வந்து சொல்லி இருந்தவர் இந்த லேண்டை பற்றி வந்து என்கொயரி பண்ணி முடிச்சு கொடுக்க சொல்லி. இன்றைய வரைக்கும் எங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒபிஷியலா அந்த லேண்ட் என்ன ஸ்டேட்டஸ் என்றது தெரியாது. ஓவர் 3 years அந்த லேண்ட் 20 yearsக்கு 7 acres எங்களுக்கு கிடைச்சிருந்தா நான் பொறிநிலை இருக்கக்கூடிய இந்த மாதிரியான ஏர்வெலர்களை ஒன்றிணைச்சு ஒரு மிட்ரேஞ்ச் அனிமல் ஹஸ்பண்ட்ரி ஒரு ஒருங்கிணைந்த பண்ண திட்டம் ஒன்றை வந்து நாங்கள் நடைமுறைப்படுத்தி இருக்கல. இதுல இருக்கக்கூடிய லேக் ஆஃப் பிரச்சனை என்னன்னா, ஒரு பொறிநிலை இருந்து தாயகத்தை நோக்கி வேலை செய்யணும் என்று விரும்புற எங்களுக்கு இந்த விஷயங்களை கோஆர்டினேட் பண்ணி தர்றதுல வந்து யாரே எங்க வந்து தொடர்பு கொள்றதுன்றதும் அத ஒரு ஒன் டைம்ல வந்து அந்த விஷயத்த நாங்கள் ஒரு ஆபீசர்கிட்ட ஹேண்ட் ஓவர் பண்ணிட்டா அதை ரேஸ் அவுட் பண்ணி அது சரியோ பிள்ளையோ இதுதான் சிச்சுவேஷன் என்று ஒரு 1 பாயிண்ட்ல சொல்லிட்டா நாங்கள் வந்து அடுத்த ஸ்டெப்புக்கு மூவ் பண்ணுவோம். இப்ப அந்த லேண்ட் வந்து சும்மா இருக்கு. நாங்கள் இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணின 2 crore மேரியான காசு ஒரு காட்டுக்குள்ள முடங்கி போயிருக்கு. அதுக்கு பிறகு இன்றைக்கு வந்து நான் என்னுடைய கம்யூனிட்டி என்னுடைய ஊராக்களை more than 120 people மைக்ரோ இன்வெஸ்டர்ஸ் நினைச்சு ஒரு பிரைவேட் லிமிடெட் ஒன்றை எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் பண்ணி அதை ஒரு ஃபாரினர்ஸும் லோக்கல் பீப்புளும் மேனேஜ் பண்ற வகையில வந்து 60-40 என்ற ஷேர் ஹோல்டிங் ரேஷியோவில் அந்த கம்பெனியை ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணி 5 acres லேண்ட் வேண்டி இன்றைக்கு 2 years ஃபங்க்ஷன் பண்ணி கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். இன்றைக்கு நான் தேவநாயகம் ஐயாட்ட கேட்டுக்கொள்றது என்னன்னா, எனக்கு அந்த 27 acres லேண்ட் டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸை நான் என்னுடைய ரெப்ரசன்டேட்டிவை அனுப்பி உங்கள்கிட்ட அனுப்புனா அந்த லேண்ட் வந்து கவர்மெண்ட்டையோ இல்லையோ அதை நாங்கள் பயன்படுத்தக்கூடிய வகையில வந்து அது சட்டத்துக்கு உட்பட்டிருக்கோ இல்லையோன்றத ரேஸ் அவுட் பண்ணி எனக்கு இல்லையன்ற விஷயத்த சொல்லிட்டா we can go further. என்னடா இதுதான் இங்க இருக்கிற பிரச்சனை வந்து அதை செய்து தருவீங்களோன்றது தான் என்னுடைய விஷயம். மற்றது இந்த அனிமல் ஹஸ்பண்ட்ரியை பொறுத்தவரையில ஜெஃப்னா டிஸ்ட்ரிக்டை பொறுத்தவரையில பாப்புலேட்டட் டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட். அப்ப ஒரு லைசன்ஸுக்கு அப்ளை பண்ணிக்க ஒரு கொமன் பேஸ்ல தான் வந்து லோக்கல் அத்தாரிட்டி பீப்புள் வந்து அதை வந்து அப்ரோச் பண்ணினோம். 100 மீட்டர்ல அது இருக்கக்கூடாது இது இருக்கக்கூடாது. இன்றைக்கு வேர்ல்டை பொறுத்தவரையில எங்களை சுற்றி இருக்கக்கூடிய மெட்ட நாடுகள்ல இந்த மாடர்ன் ஃபார்மிங்ன்றது வந்து ஹை ரிஸ்க் அசஸ்மெண்ட் எல்லாத்தையும் ஃபாலோ பண்ணி ஒரு குடியிருப்புக்கு பக்கத்திலேயே செய்யக்கூடிய நிலைமையில வந்து இன்றைக்கு மாடர்னா வந்து மாறிட்டு. அப்ப இலங்கைக்குள்ளேயும் வந்து அந்த மாடர்ன் சிஸ்டம் வந்துட்டுது. ஆனாண்டு லோக்கல் ஆபீசர்ஸ் வந்து அதை ஃபங்க்ஷன் பண்றதுக்கான தயார்படுத்த செய்யறதுக்கு பதிலாக இதை செய்யக்கூடாது அதை செய்யக்கூடாதுன்ற ரெஸ்ட்ரிக்ஷன் தான் தெரியணுமே அல்லாமல் ஒரு 10 acre லேண்டுக்குள்ள ஒரு மெனுவை அல்லாட்டி வந்து டிஸ்போசல் அல்லாட்டி வந்து அதை ரொட்டேட் பண்ற விஷயங்களை வந்து மாடர்னா வந்து இன்னின்னதை நீங்கள் செய்தா இன்னின்னதை செய்யலாம்ன்றதை சொல்லித்தர்றதுக்கு பதிலாக இந்த லேண்டுக்குள்ள பண்டி வளர்க்கலாது இந்த லேண்டுக்குள்ள ஆடு வளர்க்கலாது இதுல கோழிக்கூடு போட இயலாதுன்றதை சொல்லுகிறார்களே அல்லாமல் அவர்கள் இது எப்படி ஹைடெக்ல வந்து செய்தா நீங்க குடியிருப்புக்குள்ளேயும் இந்த மாதிரியான விஷயங்களை செய்யலாம்ன்றது. அப்ப இந்த விஷயங்களை எலோ பண்ணி தரவேணும்ன்றதும் வந்து ஒரு கோரிக்கையா வந்துருக்கு.
Okay, sorry. So as everyone knows, I didn't understand any of that, but it sounded really
Yeah.
interesting. However, in the interest of time, if you can just have one more minute and then we'll move on.
இல்ல
Okay.
பட் அவருடைய இதுக்கு நான் பதில் சொல்ல மாட்டேங்கிறேன் என்னன்னா, இதுல வந்து நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி 20 செகண்ட் வந்து அந்த இதை நீங்க எங்களுக்கு அனுப்பிவிட்டா நாங்க பார்த்து சொல்லலாம். அது என்ன சில பிரச்சனைகளுக்கு சில பேருக்கு தெரியாது. என்னன்னா, இந்த லேண்ட் வந்து நாங்கள் அதிகம் நீங்க அதை தந்தீங்கன்னா ஒன்று வந்து இங்க வடமாகாணத்துல பல பிரச்சனைகள் நடந்திருக்குது. 2012ஆம் ஆண்டு ஒரு கூகுள் மேப்பை வச்சுக்கொண்டு கஷ்டம் பண்ணி இருக்கிறாங்க. அது பர்பஸ்லயே தான் செய்திருக்கிறாங்க. என்னன்னா, கன காணிகள் வந்து இப்பொழுதும் மக்களுடைய காணிகள் வந்து வைல்ட் லைஃப் ஃபாரஸ்ட் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல போயிருக்குது. அது யாழ்ப்பாணத்திலேயும் இருக்குது, கிளிநொச்சி, முல்லைத்தீவு, மன்னர், பவுனியா அதில் இருக்குது. இப்ப நாங்களோட டெவலப்மெண்ட்டை செய்ய வலிக்கல, அது ஃபாரஸ்ட் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் தடுக்கிறான். அது தமிழகத்துல வருது, அது வைல்ட் லைஃப் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு வருது. அது வந்து அந்த நேரம் 2012 வந்து அது கசெட் பண்ண படையக்குள்ள அந்தந்த பிரதேச செயலாளருக்கோ அல்லது அந்தந்த அரசாங்க அதிபருக்கோ தெரியாமல் தான் அது செய்யப்பட்டது. அது இன்று வரையும் அது பெரிய சிக்கலாக இருக்குது. நாங்கள் இது தொடர்பாக நான் இங்கே ஆளுநராக வந்த பொழுது ஜனாதிபதி அவருக்கும் கடிதம் எழுதினால் இப்பொழுது அந்த நடவடிக்கை நடந்து கொண்டு இருக்குது. இப்ப சில மாவட்ட ரீதியாக அந்த குழுக்கள் அமைத்து அந்த காணிகளை ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணி அதை விடுவிக்கக்கூடிய நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கப்பட்டது. இதனால பல பேருடைய காணிகள் வந்து உறுதி காணிகள் கூட வைல்ட் லைஃபுக்குள்ளால போயிருக்குது. பல பேர்ட்ட அந்த தென்னங்காணிகள் கூட அதுக்குள்ள போயிருக்குது. பல பேர்ட்ட குளங்கள் பயன் செய்கிற பல குளங்கள் அதுக்குள்ள அப்படி கணக்கை கசெட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டாங்க. வேற எங்கிட்ட இருந்த ஏதாவது என்னதுக்காக செய்து நம்ம முந்தைய அரசாங்கங்கள் அது தான் செய்திருக்கோம்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். எங்களுடைய அந்த அபிவிருத்தியை செய்யப்படும். ஆனா நீங்க சொல்ற காணி எனக்கு அதுக்குள்ள வருது, நீங்கள் அந்த டீட்டெயிலை தந்தா கூட தான் எங்களுக்கு தெரியும் எதுக்குள்ள வருதுன்னு. அப்படி அதுக்குள்ள அந்த ப்ரொசீஜர்ல வந்தாலும் கூட அது அந்தந்த அரசாங்க அதிபர் மட்டத்திலே அதுக்குரிய நடவடிக்கை இடம் கண்டு அது அந்த ரிலவெண்ட் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ஸோட கதைக்கு நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கணும்.
காமர்ஸா படிப்போமே, நாளை அப்புறம் கிளாஸ் இருக்குது.
ஓகே, நன்றி.
Okay, so I'm going to allow two more questions. iPhone 3, I'm not exactly sure who you are, but you had your hand up. So iPhone 3. I think you may be muted, iPhone 3.
I'm just wondering, hello, this is Gauri, Jekhan. I just wonder whether that's me.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I was listening. I joined a bit late. Do forgive me. I think the two issues that I want to raise. One is the communication issue between those who are coming from the diaspora that is outside of Sri Lanka with the enthusiasm to do things and invest, and then the communication between them and the local authorities. Now, this has been, sounds to me, very frustrating journey for people. You need a lot of patience. Also, the regimes now have changed. So there is a much greater concerted effort to smooth and facilitate, as the governor stated, also from the central government. So, Governor, I would like to suggest that, some coordinating mechanisms within your office or as a subcontract to Mr. Anandam, who is on this call, I think also. But these should be more voluntary-based services. I'm sure we can find many volunteers to help with communication, easing up communication. So that was one big suggestion that I have to make, and maybe Jekhan throw it out to the wider public, who want to help, because there are a lot of people, myself included. I've been in and out of the Northern Province for 25 years, right through the war. You need a lot of patience to get anything done. The second thing I want to note is that things that are easy to do in other parts of Sri Lanka become very difficult to do in the Northern Province in particular. And I think now I understand why, because of this 2012 gazetted note. Lots of restrictions still prevail. So one of the things we need to lobby for at the central government level is to make it an equal playing field for everybody in Sri Lanka. That's very important. I see foreigners in the southern part of Sri Lanka doing things that you could never do even as a Sri Lankan or as a Jaffna Tamil in the north. So that's the second point I wish to raise, that need to find a mechanism that we make everything equal for everyone. Thank you, Jekhan. Those are the 2 points I wanted to make.
Okay, thank you. So we have 2 hands, so this will be the last 2 hands. That is Ananthan Arnold and Father Ashok, who I've known for some years, doing amazing things. So Ananthan, can you go first, and then Ashok, you'll go on. So Ananthan, ball's in your court.
Sorry, I would say Father Ashok to go before me.
Okay, Ashok, go ahead. Ashok, are you?
I'm
Okay.
I think people can see me. I don't know. Can you see me? My camera is on.
You're very faint. You have a very
Can
loud
you see
voice,
me?
I know.
I'm visible there. Okay, so this is I'm Father Ashok. I hope my video is visible, or is my video visible?
Cannot
I don't think.
see it. But Ashok, you carry on.
Yeah,
So Father Ashok
yeah,
did
yeah,
a
yeah.
Jaffna Club presentation a few
Yes.
months ago.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Can you
we
hear
can
me?
do.
Yes. Okay. Thanks, Jaren. Thanks, the Honorable Governor, for having your time to talk to us and meet us. So I'm Father Ashok. I'm a Catholic priest from India, but working in Kilinochchi for the past 8 years. 8 years I have been there. Still, I'm working there. I just came down for a small sign up with IIT Madras. So the first thing, just to be short, the first thing I would say is I've been doing training in the latest of IT technologies to our students in Kilinochchi, especially in Karadipokku, and Jaffna. I have started the research center for artificial intelligence. I'm also trying to take students to artificial intelligence. Right. So we are having this type of modules which we have developed hand in hand with IIT Madras, and we are also doing it, and the certification part is also done by IIT Madras. My humble request is to you is I want to see a model how this certification can be obtained from the Sri Lankan government for these students. Now we have training done by hybrid model with professors and teachers from India, Chennai. It's in Tamil, and then they get certification from IIT Madras, which is a prestigious certification. Therefore, they can go globally and have employees. But the problem is, I want to take this model to give it to the normal Sri Lankan students, even in our own Don Bosco Institute across in Palavara, Ekatu, or Murindan, or in other parts of Sri Lanka, in the southern parts of Sri Lanka, where we have a lot of other institutes. Therefore, this certification will be very valid for them when they go for employment because it deals with the latest of IT technology. Number 2 is we were talking about communication gap. We have a pattern called as we train them, we certify them, we employ them, as well as we empower them. This is the whole model of training which is happening there. So if the government prefers, if you want to do some work or any type of IT work which you could delegate to us, our students means the students of Kilinochchi or Jaffna will be very happy to help or give a lending hand to do any services possible for you. In this way, it will be a win-win situation for us as well as for the students to learn and do things by hand. So that will be my 2 queries or questions for a helping hand which I could leave. Thanks for the time and thank you, Glenn.
Thank you, Father Ashok. Anandan.
My is going to be very brief. Having listened to these bottlenecks and delays and things getting buried, from diaspora overseas, we cannot come and sit in Jaffna for weeks and months to try and get even red tape moved. Therefore, what I'm proposing or willing to help is we have an amazing array of paid employees. Anyone who has put in any application and finding delay, if you would ping us an email, we will put a rota and we'll dedicate a staff to be the liaison person to go and knock on the powers that be in Jaffna on your behalf. That service we are willing to do free of charge, absolutely no charge. as a goodwill gesture, as a corporate social responsibility, we are willing to keep on going and knocking on doors on your behalf.
I mean, that is fantastic. I've worked for many years in professional services companies, and allocating a single point, it's not a one-stop shop, because a shop has many people in it. But having a one person, and if Anandhan's BBK can allocate one person to, say, Satyendra, to find out what's going on, that would be amazing.
Same thing to Vince Sinha, Machan. We'll allocate a person to go to the Kacheri, to go to the governor's office, to go to any departments on your behalf. Every week, let's say every Tuesday, they go write us rain. And again on Friday to see if there's been any progress. Repeat to push forward. I know we shouldn't be doing that. It should come on its own from the government side, but we are willing to put somebody on rota to help people to achieve results.
That's great. So, Ananthan, we're not going to let you off the hook on this. So I will come and speak with you, and maybe Saty and Vincent, we can, and also Sivalugan.
Yeah.
We can get together and have a chat about this.
Yeah, even Janraj, we'll try and help you. Everything we need to do quickly. We should not delay the days and we'll help for sure, Jekhan.
Sure, please. Yeah, I get it from on your details from on the Aruliah, sir. He is already on my Facebook contact, so I have to message personally and get the details and drop down on the details. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've run a bit. We're keeping the governor from his next piece of work. So first, I'd like to thank the governor. I hope this has been valuable for you. And for me personally, it's been very valuable. Seeing that sometimes I get very frustrated that the diaspora isn't coming. But actually what I see is the diaspora is coming. But it's being bounced off. And we need to look into that. And I'm sure the governor would be very interested. Let's do something on the side and come back to the governor afterwards. But I would very much thank the governor for giving us his time this evening. Anna, did you put your hand up again, or was that? No, you didn't. Okay, all right. So yeah, Governor, thank you so much for your time. And now, as is normal, we will wind up the event, unless, Governor, if there's anything you'd like to say as a closing comment.
I want to thank Mr. Jekhan for you arranging this type of forum. That's a very good. And I also feel there are so many issues are there. Even some investors also directly come and meet me regarding some minor matters also regarding getting the permission from Coastal Conservation Department and other relevant departments. So there are ongoing hardship. Anyway, but when they complain to me and we all the relevant departments to in our office, and then we have discussed and many things sort out these things, and now the earlier said there are so many bottlenecks are there. Now gradually be eliminating the negative thinking. So that some gradually it's improving as early as possible that we will do, and we appreciate for your intention to invest in the northern region. So we are very thankful to you, and we also hope that there are some delays or some negative sides you have heard. But anyway, I can't say that we are always correct everything. There are so many issues are there with the relevant various officers also. Some officers also they are very negative. But anyway, we have to sort out these things, and we will take serious actions to rectify all the things, and we expect your support, continuous support and assistance. And even though you have faced any negative sides, please informed us. We also taking action to sort out these things, and even police not give up the effort to invest in the northern region. Thank you very much. And once again, Mr. Jekhan Aruliah, he is very keen to develop in the northern. He is very thankful for your valuable this meeting. So thank you very much, Mr. Jekhan.
Thank you, sir. So we will say we have had participants here from North America all the way through Europe, Sri Lanka to Australia. So as usual, we say good night, good morning, have a good lunch. Time for me to sit on the balcony and have a gin. Thank you very much, gentlemen and ladies.
Good night.
Thank you.
Farewell.
Thank you.